Hi everyone, my name is Kamrul and welcome back to my channel Kamrul Something for All. When we see someone to speak English very fluently and the person using a very new word or some difficult word which we can't understand, we feel that the person have a good fluency and he have a good command on English. I think on basis of that we judge the person, we start thinking about that and made a perception that the person having a good command on that, but the person have a very talented and he know the good English, and he also have a good command, command on that. So we believe that the definitely person have the sound knowledge about English speaking. But according to English teachers or professor, this is not the 100% correct, because sometimes the person learn the some sentences and sometimes the person try to influence to someone to use a such proverbs or use the such jargons or some new words, which words we are not familiar about that. So when we do not familiar about that word, we feel that the person is making a difference between a normal speaking, or means he is trying to create a level between speaking communication. And you sometimes maybe I have already realized and I have already seen a lot of people who do this, but when you talk with these person in a deeper way, after that you will realize that you just made a perception, but in a reality that the reality was completely different. Means initially the person using the very effective sentences, they are using the different words which are very lucrative, very attractive to someone. But after a time when you talk with that person, you will feel that the person is also now using the normal and common sentences. So don't meet a perception according to that. Just try to understand that if the person is using that level English in a starting, maybe he don't have such knowledge, or maybe if he had a knowledge, it does not mean the person is a knowledgeable person, is a very intelligent about that. Because I already told you so many times that some people have a good command on English, they can create a difference, but in a reality they don't have a no, basic knowledge about that. But just they have a good presentation skill, just they have a fluency in communication. So they attract to the management, they attract to society, they attract to us, but it does not means they are the superior from us. If you are speaking the English, if you are speaking the English in a very normal way, if you are stammering, if you taking a pause, it does not mean you don't have a knowledge, you don't have a command on that. But if you using the you are taking the pause or using the fillers, this will solve after a time. This will take a time, as well as you will work on that. You will use English communication in your day-to-day life, after that you will feel that these fillers and the pausing times is automatically will reduce, because it is completely depend on your practice. It is completely depends on your input, how much time you are given to that, and how much you are involved that, and how much you are inculcating your habit. Because if we think that the my problem will solve only if I will talk with you for the 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or for whenever I will feel that without the English communication, I can't communicate to him only just for that. If you are using, if you are trying to speak, definitely you will feel fear, or you will not able to make a sentence. So it is a better way. It is a better way to speak more and more. Always try to move sentence. Definitely, initially everyone do the mistake. Everyone use fillers. Everyone try to before to speak, try to think. Definitely it will take a time, but it does not means you don't have a command, you don't have a knowledge about that. So regular practice, regular working on that, only the way you can improve yourself, only the way you can upgrade yourself, or you can reduce the fillers, or timing between two sentence. Because at the initial level we always try to think before to speak, and always try to translate the sentence from the native language to English, or then they on another way. When we listen to English, we always try to convert, translate to Hindi, and Hindi to English. Definitely it will take a time, because this is a new task for you, and your mind is also not ready for that. And until your mind will not prepare, until your mind will not ready to 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 that, until you will face the challenge. But after time your body become a habitual of that, and after that you will be in a position you will not require to think before to speak. And this way you will your fillers will reduce automatically. Second, if the person is using the using a very different word in his English in a sentences, means supposed to be we are using the normal words in our communication, in our speaking, and the someone is using the different words, it does not means you are the inferior from that from him, but just it it will require a time. It after a time you will be in a same position, and if you are thinking that you will try to improve your vocab, and your problem will be resolved, and your problem will be solved. I already explained you that the vocab is not a problem. Problem is that we are not habitual of that word. We are not using that word in a day-to-day life. If you can learn daily 10 vocab, but if you are not using these word in a day-to-day life, or you are not able to make a sentence with the help of these word, means your effort is going to zero. Because until we will not able to use these word in our communication, in our speaking, in our sentence formation, until the problem will not resolve, until we only use that sentences or words, whatever the words and sentences we are habitual and we are listening from the childhood. So if you want to upgrade this, just try to listen more and more audios, videos, or whatever news channels, whatever you like, you just try to listen more. Because another things I noticed that if you are a good speaker, it does not mean you are a good listener also. Sometimes when the speaker tells to you some tell you and ask you the question, you are not able to understand because listening power is not a good. You are not able to understand what the person is trying to say something. So for the better speaker, your learning, your listening ability is also good. Also you should also a good listener. Until you will not a good listener, you can't become a good speaker, because it is a two-way process. It is a process only complete when you are listen properly. After that you can react, you can give answer. If you are not able to understand, if you are not listening properly, you will be not in a position to give a answer in a right way, or maybe you are giving answer on the basis of your perception. As you initially you are making the perception that the someone is using the uh, different word, some hard words, and you are getting attract and same in that case. So avoid these things. Third, how you can improve your listening, because it is a tool where we learn to the pronunciation of the word, where we learn how the person are reacting that word, how the person is pronunciating that words. And you will also feel that when the person is using the same word but the pronunciation is different from each other for the same word for the same time, because the sentence formation is changed and the situation is also changing. It does not means if we are pronunciating the one word, the same pronunciation will be whatever the pronunciation I am doing, the same way you will be able to do. It does not necessary, but yes, we should always try to pronunciate the word in a better way. This will only come when we will listen, and after that, if we are listening the pronunciating of that word, always try to make more sentence on that. Always try to make more sentence with the help of that word where you are struggling. Supposed to be I have seen a lot of the people who are not able to say congratulations. If you will say that, you can congratulate for the different reason, for the new for job, for the new shop opening, for the new office opening, for your promotion. You can use the word congratulation. Means you try to speak more or more these words where you are struggling, where you are not getting a confidence to speak, where you are not able to pronunciate in a better way, and still you are feeling that the person, the speaker is pronunciating in a right way, but you are not able to pronunciate that word in a right way. It does not means you can't do, you can do also, but it require some attention. It require attention to listen how the person is pronunciating. Second, you will have to pronunciate these word in a different sentences, in a different condition, in a different situation, so that you will become to use full of or habitual of that word. And after that, when the someone is said to you congratulations, you will say that congratulations in a easy way. Means now your mouth is habitual of that word, and your tongue will not feel any issue or any fear to speak that word. There are a lot of the words which where we feel the issue, we feel the uncomfortable to pronunciate that word. Fourth, when you are listening that word, always try to read more and more articles, because only just a listening is will not be helpful for your fluency or your better pronunciation. Whenever you are listening that word, always try to read more and more, because the actual problem or the technical problem will solve only when you will read more and more. Because just you listen and now try to read that word with a very louder voice. Because if I say congratulations, then I say congratulations, third I say congratulations to everyone. There is a, you can see the difference in a initial phase. When I say that word in a very low voice, means I don't have a don't have a confidence on that. But when you say that congratulations to everyone, means now you are speaking in a louder way, and your voice is showing that you have a confidence on that, you are grip on that words. uh, so when you will read more and more, you will get a some new word also, and you will feel that, you will see that how these words the author or the writer is trying to use this word in a different way. For means the word is the same, but when the author, when the writer is uh, uh, writing the books, but the meaning of that word is differentiating from it is depend on the situation, it is depend on the condition of that sentence. This will only comes when you will read more and more about that. Also, it provides the opportunity to learn the new words. Also, we find the meaning of that word in a better position, or we get a better, we can update a better vocab. Because whatever the articles, whatever the listening, if you are listening the updating things, or you are reading a particular newspaper, for particular newspaper or particular videos or particular movies, means they are using the word which are currently in our trend. The same, if the one word I am using in a day to day life, maybe the someone is using the synonyms of that word in a day to day life, it does not mean we always try to copy that word. So try to develop your own language, try to develop your own sentences. After that you will get a benefit, after that you will be in a position you can make a difference, or you can get a confident. So don't follow the speaking way, just try to think about that and try to catch the concept of that, and follow that step, and use that techniques in your language or your own sentences. This will only help, this will only build your confidence inside you. This is about the today's video, and thank you for watching my video from initial to end. And definitely in every video I always try to give some input, how you can update, how you can improve yourself, because this is my only basic agenda. I could help more or more in your life, so that where I struggle lots in my career and still I am struggling, So I just want to say, I just want to sharing the information so that if you are on the same phase, and if you maybe after a time you will come on my stage, and after my stage you will not be in that situation where I am struggling right now. So these points definitely help. If you follow these steps and these techniques, definitely you will feel a difference, you will feel a success after that. Thank you so much.